Heyo, here we are.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Welcome to another episode.
Episode 5.
Season 3.
We've hit a milestone.
Have we?
5?
Is 5 a milestone?
We're still breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get this gig started.
What are you doing?
Don't come to me between 2 or 3 because I'm in the beauty shop, bitch. Diva! 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 I will turn you out. I will turn you out.
Episode 5. Episode 5. Episode 5.
Oh my goodness. So how was your weekend, Felicia?
It was busy-ish, kinda-ish.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those weekends where I didn't do a lot, but I did a lot.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Like, Friday we had Bedazzled, and a group of people came out to celebrate their birthday with Ophelia.
Wow, you guys had a whole group of people there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed.
a lot of people I begged and pleaded to be there.
You start bribing
Some
your
people
audience
I said, can you just come out once?
members. Just
Once.
please.
Anyway,
Pretty
so
please.
and there was a girl there that celebrated her birthday.
Aww.
They had never been to a drag show.
Huh. And they chose Bedazzled to be their first one.
Ironically, this was referral. Like, like somebody said, oh, she likes parties, and you know how I play on Facebook.
Right, yes.
Like, if you're breaking out of prison, come
Right,
get me. I'll
right.
be right there.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So, good friends looking out. Good friends looking out.
Good times.
And then on Saturday, we sat around and watched Netflix and stuff all day.
That's always a good day, though.
Yes.
I
We
don't
watched a few
really
things.
have any of those days
A few
anymore.
things which might lead to some future guests
Oh.
on our show. One documentary we watched was Buck Angel.
Oh, I know who Buck Angel is. Of course.
Yes. A very, I don't want to say controversial. They use that a lot in the documentary.
I don't think he's that controversial. He's an FTM porn star.
Yes.
That's what, and most people in the LGBTQ community have at least heard of him and know who he is. I don't think he's that controversial. And,
Well, anyway, I had never heard of him. Sorry. And then, so I was like, ooh. So I sent him an email. We'll see if he replies.
see, now the problem is that now that you've seen that, now every time you look at a trans man,
I'm going to be like, oh.
you're gonna be one.
China.
You're like, oh, that's what.
Because
it
at
looks
first,
like.
in the first couple
Right.
of 20 minutes, they're like, oh. Then they
And
get
then
right to
right.
And it's like, and then all of a sudden,
whoosh,
and you're like,
and
ah!
you see it. Yeah. Yeah. And now,
But then I got over it, and now it's fine.
Now you're gonna look at me and you're gonna be like, oh,
You're like, oh.
that's what Freddy's looks like.
Oof.
Thanks.
Oof.
Thank you, Felicia, for watching
Ugh.
that. I should have just had you put up like saran wrap or something around the bottom half of your TV so you couldn't see it.
Oh, yes.
Was it in 3D? Because you know you got to be
Oh,
careful
no,
with that.
no. I couldn't
You can't
handle
watch,
a 3D clip.
you can't watch porn in 3D. You could get pregnant, or you could impregnate somebody. Yeah.
I don't know if I can. And then we watched a documentary on, it was called Unhung Hero.
I saw that one too, where the guy's going around trying to make his penis bigger. He's
Yeah.
traveling around the world trying to.
And then he comes to, after like a year, comes to his senses and says, it's okay, I got a small penis, I'll deal.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. After going through and traveling all over the fucking world.
I think
to try to
that's a
figure out-
big thing, especially in our community,
Mm.
that people worry a lot about. I think ladies do this too. Like
Size.
size of breast, sometimes the area, the way it's
there,
presented.
yes, there's definitely sort of
So
size issues.
After I had watched this documentary, I had to see for myself because, of course, I'm thinking of the sick, twisted, mind-boggling things. I wanted to see if it mattered for women of this area as much as it does for men. And for women, it's higher than I thought.
Right.
But it's not as high.
No, it's not as high.
There's a lot of women that prefer the treatment, and we know what the treatment is.
Yes.
The clean area.
Yes.
And
well, a lot of porn stars have had like sort of vaginal reconstruction, where if, especially if they've had kids or something, and it tends to be not stretched out, but it doesn't look like it did when they were 15. I mean, it happens. Shit happens. And they get like it's plastic surgery on your vagina, and they basically like trim back the labia. I'm like, why? This is not necessary.
Now I want to know, when I get older, can I get my bowels lifted? I haven't seen that surgery nowhere.
That would be a good surgery. I don't like saggy balls. I don't like testicles anyway.
I'm about to hit a milestone birthday.
But
I'm trying to see if I can keep them where they are.
Saggy ball. Can you just use like a paper clip or something? Just kind of tie them up and get like a clothespin.
What if I put them around my neck?
That'll work.
It'll be easier to be a female impersonator.
Right? And just hang them and then put them there. Perfect.
They're like, oh my god, those are so huge. Where'd you get them? Don't you worry about it. Sunday, I worked a little bit on some work stuff. In fact, I need to go pick up your business cards.
Yeah, where are they?
They're at the place because I didn't go get them.
What the hell?
Because I've been working like 10-hour days.
God damn it. I think my business cards.
I think we're both workaholics.
Something. I don't know.
And then we rush home from our workaholic life. And
right. To do this.
To the show.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. I thought to go to Kinky Boots, but I couldn't really.
I wanted to go so bad, and I'm really, really mad that I missed it.
It came on a bad paycheck.
My whole,
You have glitter in your hair.
It happened. I have glitter all over my bedroom right now. It happens.
It's like it's multiplying.
Yes, it happens. It's like herpes. It just goes. I have herpes. I have it everywhere. I can take a shower, step out of the shower, and I have glitter on me.
You probably have glitter in the towel before you get
probably.
it on.
It's ridiculous. It's insane. I have too much glitter. Yeah.
So how was your weekend? Did you work all weekend?
No. Fuck that. Friday I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home and basically laid in bed all day because I can't kick. This damn cold has been on me for almost 2 weeks. Like, I'm still stuffy. I'm still, like, clogged up, and it sucks. It makes my voice so crazy. No, I hate your cough drops.
Maybe they would help.
I don't like your cough drops. Then Saturday,
you're so rude.
I got up and spent, like, several hours running around to, like, I had to go to Goodwill, which I went into Goodwill for one thing.
Tell me you left with 20.
But yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it works.
One thing, and then I went to where did I have to go? I had to go to. I know, it's awful. I had to go to SAS. I had to go to Home Depot. I had to go to Walmart. I had to go all these places to get stuff for my props. So, and then I got all that together, and then
does that help you?
Saturday.
This is gonna be difficult.
I'm done with my building. I just need transporting now. And setting up and things. That's why
I'm gonna break my nails.
Yes. So, and then Saturday evening, I went over to the Green Girl, and I judged their first annual pinup competition. It was actually really fun.
They were pretty.
They were very, very pretty.
I was like, ooh,
there were
some more curvy women.
There were 4 contestants, and they all looked fantastic. Like they had to pick something in the store and work from that. So they had to have an outfit from the store, which is what they
worked for me.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah. They have all sorts of different types of things, all different sizes, all different shapes. Not a single woman there had a problem finding something to wear.
Oh. Which
was fantastic. Everybody modeled beautifully. Everybody looked fantastic.
But I had a problem.
That was Vancouver. Jesus. Yeah, see. But that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. And then Sunday, I went to the Great Strapsby at the Cash, which was a
Did you guys
fundraiser.
raise a lot of money?
We raised over $300, which is pretty
that's
good.
Better than what they had.
Right? It was pretty good for, I mean, the crowd was kind of strange, but it was a lot of fun. So that was good. My music fucked up the first fun because I had to run it off my phone, which was absolutely terrible, but that's okay. And then Monday, I took Monday off on purpose so that I could work on
so you can
building
work on your stripper
shit.
pole?
Yes. So I built a whole bunch of stuff. I have props all over the place now. And a very large black pole sitting in my living room.
How does that work with your situation, the pets?
Oh, there's one thing
Is that very delicate?
There's one thing that I built that is kind of, it's not super stable. And it is currently,
with you.
but I shut up, bitch. But I made it so that it actually folded down for transport. So it is currently folded, wrapped in a sheet, and put somewhere safe so that cats can't jump on it and demolish it.
Because they love.
Right. And you should see me trying to spray paint a 10-foot piece of PVC pipe. It's not as easy as you would think. Because you have to be able to grab it and then spray it, and then it's balancing and it's falling and cracking me on the head. I got paint all over me and paint all over my arms, and re-spray paint it 4 times.
So when I asked you if you needed help, you sure?
That's fine. I managed. I also did it in the dark, so you
had a big black pole in the dark.
Yeah. I had my hands all over this big black pole.
Becoming too grown for evil.
But and then I've spent basically every evening over the last couple weeks working on things like evening wearing costumes and all that fun shit. So I mean, it was all right. It was all right.
But you ready?
Yes.
Even that one thing we talked about? That you were waiting on somebody to give it to you?
Oh no, I'm actually checking on that right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Sure, that's because someone was supposed to meet somebody to get it for me.
Shady hoes. Shady hoes. I can say it. I'm not running for the president.
See, here's my thing. When with my bow ties, right? I understand that I live in fucking Mesa, so I can't always get to Central Phoenix, which is where most people live, right? So when someone orders a bow tie from me, I always give them the option. Here's where I'm gonna be, on this day or this day.
This is what I'll be wearing.
So, if you want to meet me there, I'll happily bring it to you, or I can mail it to you.
2-day express.
Seriously, it's like an extra $5 and it'll get there, and then nobody has to worry about anything.
You don't have to worry unless the mailman is wearing your bow tie when
you don't have to worry about me being somewhere. You don't have to worry about you being somewhere. Let me fucking mail it to you. It's fucking easy, right? Yeah.
Even if you live in the state, sometimes it's a little bit easier.
Sometimes I live in Mesa. I can't always get to where you are, so usually I'm like, here, just let me fucking mail it. Unless it's if it's not urgent, they'll be like, well, when's your next show? Okay, well I'll just meet you there. But it's like when you're any sort of a vendor and you do stuff, if you make it seem like it's a hassle to get the product that's been bought and paid for to somebody,
you already paid for it.
Oh yeah, like you need to not do that. Like you can't give me the whole.
Hasn't made a way to you either.
Like you can't have that.
One thing though, people act like we're so far. Now, if we live more that way...
Right, if we lived away the fucking East Mesa, not that far.
I would be like...
I'm like, here's I'm like, you can't be like, well, I can't be driving all over town. All right, well, if you had been where you were supposed to be, then... But I'm like, yeah.
This person ain't got no job.
I know. So, it's just annoying. So I'm waiting on this last piece, and I have to have this piece because it's part of a costume. And it goes with something that I have to put on something else.
Is this something that we're going to have to make like a plan B for?
No, absolutely fucking not. I'm getting it if I have to stalk this person.
Oh.
Like, I have to have it. I have to have it.
Okay.
I've already designed the rest of the costume around it, so... Right. Yeah. So.
Well, I already told you. Sigh.
I know. And
This
I'm just
person
like,
has a reputation for a reason.
I understand this. Trust me.
And now you've been through the wash.
Oh, I've already been there. Sometimes I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and that always bites me in the ass.
Oh, I don't know.
So yeah, never mind.
Never mind, children.
But that aside, my evening wear is done. My club wear is done. Well, for what it is, my club wear is done. You know, my presentation is done. Everything else is pretty much done. Just that.
Just that.
That's all I'm waiting on. Yep.
And then I gotta be all manly and
Yeah,
stuff.
you gotta be manual labor.
Well, now that dress doesn't fit, I guess I'm not going, because that's the dress I was gonna wear.
Oh, you can't move shit in that dress.
What I was gonna say to you is, I was just gonna go along for the ride, but since now I know my dress won't fit, I really will not be wearing it.
Yeah.
This is what happens when, like, you get all busy and you don't eat. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, people are like, oh, what do you do? I do a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to
Nothing but
explain
everything.
to you.
Yeah.
And then when you don't eat, you just get smaller and smaller, and then you see collarbones. Just kidding. I'm not gonna ever get that. So now it's time for just the tip.
Supported by whiteytidies.com.
Titties. No titties. But it looks like I have titties. Does that mean I need to lose more? Or I've lost too much weight that I have.
Felicia's got moves.
Does that look like titties?
Yeah, you've got
That's
man
gross.
You have
Fuck
man
you.
moves. That's
Get to your
awesome.
tip.
All right, my tip's gonna be this is actually something that you brought up, and so we're gonna talk about sexting.
Oh, I forgot.
A couple weeks ago, we were talking about like the whole online dating and and all that stuff, and then Felicia was like, "Hey, what about sexting?" I don't know what exactly about sexting.
Let's do some background. There's been some celebrities that have been sexting, and then all their
Right. Yeah. See, this is their sexting is all well and good. Okay. Obviously, if you own
it's
an
in the
iPhone,
cloud.
okay, if you own an iPhone, I would not recommend sexting. Or if you do, don't send any pictures. Don't send any pictures because apparently it all goes on the cloud and then it's all property of Apple and they can do whatever the fuck they want. So.
And they don't have to tell you when there's a breach.
Right. They don't have to tell you when there's a breach. So
that's funny. I own an iPhone. I'm listening, Apple. And I never got an email that said there was a breach in the system. But then I see all these celebrities got hacked.
Yeah.
I'm not a celebrity of that status, but I'm a celebrity of local status.
Still, that kind of
scares me.
That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. That's kind of shady, Apple. Kind of shady. You know, I personally.
I love Apple products, but.
Right, but there's something's gotta. Not sure what's happening there.
I actually bought an Apple TV.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You know the little thing?
I don't even own a flat screen. We've covered this.
Oh, you want one?
Yes.
They're on sale at Best Buy.
Thank you. Hot bag.
Oh God.
So I'm actually a fan of I'm a fan of sexting. It's it's sort of like it's like phone
this
sex.
may go more than 10 minutes.
It's
I need to get into though.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Tell what you want.
Well, okay, no, I'm just saying it's kind of like phone sex is so 1997. Right, and sometimes it's kind of nice to, not nice, but like with it could be a significant other, it could be a fuck buddy, it could be whatever it is this person is to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's something kind of, there's something kind of dirty about sexting anyway, but say you're at work, right, and you're in a meeting or something, and you have somebody sending you dirty texts. It's kind of one of those, there's just...
Do you encourage it? Is this an endorsement?
I think so. However, there is limits, and know who you're sexting, because I don't care if someone says, well, I didn't touch them, it's not cheating. That's a bunch of bullshit. If you are sexting with somebody,
that means you're emotionally
right. There's something you shouldn't. No, that's unacceptable. If you're in a relationship where that is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship where that is okay, then find more power to you. But if you are in a relationship where that is not okay, it still counts. Ooh. It counts. You can't just
cheat.
It's seriously. And what kind of rude ass person is going to start sexting with somebody that's involved with somebody?
Why wouldn't you try the person that you're with?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, it's just some respect. So there are limits, and keep in mind that if this is somebody that, if you're going to be seeing this person and you're not together and you don't want there to be any awkwardness, maybe consider not sexting, because that can get a little bit awkward.
So rude.
Scotty told you to shake those man boobs.
Just because he said it.
That's awesome.
Did you see the video that he posted of me?
No.
Not in relation to sexting.
Why are you gonna hijack my topic, Felicia?
Sorry.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
So no. I know you have thoughts about sexting. Please.
So I'm such a prude, though. I'm like the church lady in our relationship. I like to keep things.
So does Scotty sext you and you're like,
or
thank you?
No, I won't say it's like completely innocent, but like.
So he's sexting you and you're like, he, I'm gonna touch your pee-pee.
Yeah, I kind of gets to like a certain point, then I'm like.
Oh, Felicia.
But if he sent me pictures, for some reason, I'm not comfortable with that.
Why?
I'm not sure.
What about video?
If I'm not comfortable with pictures, what makes you think I'm gonna send a video?
I don't know. Why? I mean,
I'm comfortable doing this, but well, I guess I could do this.
Yeah, oh, that's a whole different show. Please join Felicia after tonight's show for a very special after-hours broadcast when I am gone. I mean, it's sexting is the new phone sex. That's essentially what it is. But it can create almost like an element of surprise. Somebody like, see, you have your phone, you're at work, whatever, you're doing your thing, and someone texts you, but I
understand that part.
But you don't have a chance to look at it right away, and then all of a sudden you pick up your phone, you're like, oh, somebody wrote me something dirty.
I don't have a problem with the writing part. Because I will be like, yeah. Then when he said, send me a picture, then I'm like,
what? Why? What is the aversion that you have with pictures?
I don't know.
Besides, having an iPhone and everything being stored in the cloud and not really having any privacy.
Prankster and could just totally make a meme out of my naked body.
Okay, well then that's a whole nother issue, because anybody that would do that, sorry Scotty, you're a jackass, but I don't think Scotty would do that, because that would, number one, you'd never send him another picture ever again. Ever. That would be it. You'd never send him another picture. Two, trust would be completely broken.
I don't think I've never with anybody. Like, even when it was, like, email, I've never sent, like, a...
Really?
Mm-mm.
Get it going with your hand around your... Okay.
Mm-mm. Even when online even when online dating was popular.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't send a picture either. But if you've got it...
I'm kind of in between that. Like...
I don't know that I need to...
No, you're not holding it.
Oh. I'm sorry. Is that better? That's awkward.
But
we're at that point
I'm just
now.
saying that I don't know.
That tells me that there may be, if not necessarily body issues, it could be trust issues that stem from.
No, I've always had body issues. Ooh, that's another show. We can't talk about that.
Yeah, but yeah, he got it.
Okay. I'm glad. Is that from my logo?
Yes.
Do I get royalties?
Yes, you can get as many royalties as I make
I know how
money
much you
off
pay
of,
for
right.
that shirt, so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, no, I mean I have no problem with pictures. Sometimes it depends on.
What about sexting people that you just met?
You know, I don't know that I've ever. Me personally, I don't know that I've ever really done that because I seem to be sort of a serial monogamist.
I guess.
But, you know, I mean, if you're single, who the fuck cares? It's not really any different. I mean, it's safer than sleeping with somebody on the first date, right?
Yeah.
So.
See, he says I'm a prude.
Well, you know. I mean, if you're.
Crystal, I didn't say there was anything wrong with online dating.
So online dating is fine. Online dating.
I'm saying, like, when you say, send me a picture and you're at work, because it's naughty.
It is naughty.
I mean,
And it can be I think it can be, I don't know. When in terms of sexting somebody that you just met, okay.
there has to be a guideline somewhere.
Well,
or do you just let it all hang out?
I mean, I guess you kind of see where it goes. You know, if you start, it's like.
Like, how do you trust everybody?
You don't, but, you know, that's up to you as to how far you want to let things go. Mm-hmm. If it's, you know, if you've never met this person in person, I would probably not recommend.
Never seen them.
Right, if you've never seen them, if you've never met this person in real life or whatever, I would probably be very hesitant about sexting with them because you don't know who they are. They could be catfishing.
Ugh. Which is a good show.
I'm tired.
I know you.
But
Let me both.
You know, it could be. I would be very hesitant if you've never actually met this person. If it's someone that you know and you're just kind of like hooking up or whatever, it's safer than a one night stand.
Mm.
It's safer than just hooking up with somebody at a bar.
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
Not that that's if that's your kink.
I don't.
That's not my kink, but.
Your kink. It's not my kink. But your kink is okay. Just be safe about it. But I'm just, you know, if there's a connection, you can tell if it's one of those things where it starts you start texting somebody and all of a sudden it starts the conversation starts shifting. But again, you have to be aware of the fact that it could cause some awkwardness if there's no intention of having it actually go anywhere physical. What if you hang out with this person or you meet this person or, you know what I mean? Like you hang out with this person. I'm not saying that anybody should expect anything because that's a bunch of bullshit. It just could create some really strange awkwardness with the, you know what I mean?
People,
like,
how do you find out if somebody's comfortable with that before you send out?
Well, obviously if you're
you could be going at it, so to speak. And then just words.
Right.
Picture.
Then you can, well, you know, if you're not super comfortable with that, then, you know, or if you don't want to send one.
You need to get comfortable. Is that what you're saying?
No, if you don't necessarily want to send one back at that point, you know, it could be like, oh, he, are we already there? Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? There's no reason. There's nothing that says that you have to send a naked picture if someone sends you a naked picture.
No.
I mean, it's a polite thing to do, but I mean, if you're not in a situation to do it, or you know, if you don't happen to have one hanging around on your phone, then you know.
I don't because I do. You know what you do.
You know, I've seen you around here in your underwear every Wednesday now for almost 3 seasons.
That's because
y'all have no idea. Like Felicia hangs out in her freaking chonies while she's putting her face
From
on.
Whitey Tidies.
And then walks around with her junk in my face.
Not in your face.
In
just
my
by
face.
your ear.
In my right. Just kind of hanging out over here by my ear. Just kind of,
Mm-hmm.
if it were a puppet, it would be talking to me.
We'll talk about it later. I have self-body issues.
You don't seem to have any body issues with me.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Ask Scott, I don't have any body issues with him either.
I have a lot of body issues. We'll have to talk about the.
We
the
do
whole
have
body
to talk
issues.
about body issues because
We'll
it's
make
a thing that
a thing.
affects our community.
It does. We'll have to make note and do that.
Have you watched the documentary The Adonis Factor?
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I have
I
I have a little bit of a problem with that.
I can.
And because I can't say this anymore, but you're not so much anymore. You're of the female kind. Maybe that's a little because I am comfortable around like other female, though you're not.
Well, I mean, you met me before I transitioned,
Yes,
so
correct.
It's a little.
I have
different.
a little bit of a body issue when it comes to like Adonis male factor.
Guys. So I completely get that. I have the same issue, oddly enough. It's strange.
But I have, and whoever says skinny people don't have body issues,
That's a
they
bunch of
are
bullshit.
wrong because your whole life you hear you're skinny, you need to eat more, you hear all this other stuff. Well, over it.
Oh,
What happened?
did you post the link on my page?
Oh, damn it. You know I don't like to open Facebook.
I understand that. Is it on our page?
Yes. Tell them to go to Let's Have a Fefe page. I don't like the page. It's on there. Anyway, let me put my... but body image is something you cannot... I learned this the hard way. You can't force it on somebody.
No.
You can't make somebody comfortable.
No.
Which just because you're not comfortable in your own skin does not mean you don't love yourself.
Right, but oddly enough, when it comes to sexting, that actually can
Boost it a little.
It can actually kind of help maybe make you more comfortable around somebody before you get to that awkward I'm gonna take my clothes off point, you know. It's like, what do you mean it's not live?
What?
You posted the link, right?
Yes. Who is that?
Kate.
Not to her, but YouTube loves us, I think.
There's always something.
Laura sent her a message. And I haven't forgot about her. Oh, where is she? Oh, there she is. There's a naked man right there.
Where's the naked man? What? Oh, he's not.
He looked like he was. He was sneaking up on me, but he has the mullet. Not cool.
Naked. There. Hopefully that's right, because, yeah. Alright. So, anyway.
Okay, so now it's on to the offbeat. I have some weird particulars this week. I'm not going to even play intro music, because last time it didn't work. Let's see if it worked.
For you to read.
Okay.
Okay, so what's feeling?
I found a
The
mix of
word
this. Oh my God.
twerking
I'm gonna have to
has now been added to the Oxford Dictionary.
because this is awkward.
Here's the
It is
definition
I'm
of
reading
reggae.
twerking.
Right.
To dance
Why,
to popular
Felicia,
music
why?
in a sexually provocative manner,
Oh, for God's sakes.
It makes me
involving
look dirty.
thrusting
Make
hip
it stop.
movements and a low squatting stance.
Oh,
Especially when
God.
The BBC
The low
reports selfie
squatting
and girl
stance.
crush were also added.
That was me. Who added that story for Morgan
Oh,
Freeman?
my God. It's terrible.
Let's go the morning lady on HNL.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so which one should I read first?
What have we got? Oh, do the top one.
Do the top?
Yeah.
Okay,
Crazy
so let's
Yeah.
read the story before we found out the realness.
Mm.
Okay, so there's this girl named Jasmine, and she lives in Florida, I believe.
I think so.
She said she was paid $20,000 to add a third breast.
No, was she paid or did she pay?
Oh, she paid $20,000
Right.
to add a center breasticle.
So she
Because
could have
it's
her
not even
own
a
right.
breast, it's
So
a
she could have her
breasticle.
own reality show.
So she could have her own reality show. She said she was rejected by 50 doctors, and then finally one day, one broke down and said, "Hey, I'll do it."
So unethical.
Will somebody risk their license for this? So to speak. She added the third breast. She hired. Did she hire them? Because some stories say she hired them. Some say that they were just following her because it was like a precursor to a show that they wanted to shop.
No. The show is like she produced the show. Like it's her own.
So she's producing the show.
Yes. It's Come Follow Me Around, and it's her own. Yeah.
Anyway, so this is what this bitch looks like.
Find it.
You see that? That's what we get to look at. So
Do we know if it's true?
according to TMZ, this is fake because there was a couple months ago her luggage got stolen, and in the luggage they found a prosthetic. Like a 1, 2, 3, like our breastplate kind of thing. And I keep looking at this and thinking, usually when they have a breastplate, it's like very low cut, so it fits right around your neck, and you can tell, but I can't see anything. Can you?
Well, if it's photoshopped, I guarantee you she doesn't just take a selfie and post it.
But I thought, oh my god, she beat us to it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jasmine. I'm gonna look on Snopes. Oh, hey.
what'd you say?
I'm looking on Snopes. I think it's bullshit, personally.
Yeah, so
Jasmine.
let me read what it says on
Try Devil. I think it's a bunch of horse shit.
I'm going to it on TMZ. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I can get the app? I didn't know it had an app.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, so it says the woman claiming to have 3 boobs is a fraud, a fake. Ironically, she was exposed for her lie. For the crime that somebody committed against her.
Yeah.
And it says that at the airport they described the baggage theft, and according to the document, somebody stole a bunch of luggage off the flight that she was on, including a black nylon roller bag that she had. The bag belonged to her, but she got it back, and it was inventoried by the police as part of the case for the crooks. And guess what was in the bag?
The breastplate, the fake breasticle.
Yes.
Yeah.
She told cops it was valued at $5,000. She paid too much. Ours are $600.
Plus, well, when I'm looking at this too, and it's like the
Do you
there's
think the police
never
report is fake?
No, I don't think so. There's never any third-party verification in terms of pictures. They're always her own selfies.
So like she's not out in public.
Right. There's not,
I would love to see tapes of the reality show.
And then
showing her walk around, because things are hot. She would be completely sweaty.
Apparently, her real name is Alicia Jasmine Hessler.
Oh God. Why are we so bright?
She was charged in 2013 with fraudulent use of personal information, and that's when she had filed the stolen baggage complaint at Tampa International Airport that listed a breast prosthesis among the items lost.
Oh, there's Kate.
So, yeah.
So
Pretty
that
sure
was the first thing. And these kind of just came to me this week.
Beth is back.
But this one I found on my own.
Oh, well, look at you.
Not this one.
Right.
Not the boob.
Right, the other one.
Beth, thank you for finding the boob.
Thank you for finding the boob.
I needed direction, and you found the boob for me. The second one, let me go back here, is about a young man that has a constant erection and has about 100 orgasms a day.
I can relate to that too.
Oh yeah? Please clean the seat when you're done. So Dale Decker is housebound and afraid of leaving the house because he gets a constant erection and experiences updated erection. Erection was the main word there. He experiences up to 100 orgasms a day. Ouch. How did this happen? The Wisconsin man got this. It happened, I don't know when, but he slipped a disc while standing up. Like, his back went out, pretty much, right? Ouch. And basically, it started with 5 when he was on his way to the hospital. Like 5 a day. And now it's gotten up to 100. And they have said that they can't do anything about it.
There's got to be some like specialty doctor out there somewhere that would be able to do something. It's just a matter of finding the right person that's like, hey, I can help you with this.
But at the same time, you're trying to wiggle that thing back to where it was, and
there's got to be
hurt his back.
There's got to be something. There's got to be there. I'm sure that the right doctor needs to come along. There's probably some sort of like either a tweaked nerve or something in his back that's causing it. His
most embarrassing moment is that he was having orgasms at his dad's funeral.
Well, that's just awkward. Can you imagine?
He says, imagine being on your knees at your father's funeral, beside his casket, saying goodbye, and then you have an orgasm right there. Oops. Sorry, Dad.
That's just...
Sorry, Daddy.
It's awkward. That really sucks, though, because if you can imagine...
Well, he has 2 kids.
Oh.
And he can't, like, care for them.
He can't do anything because...
And he can't work.
Right. Because you're sitting there...
You're just walking around.
Constantly. Well, if he's almost constantly hard,
it's not much like you can. Slight chub almost.
You can't really do anything with it because it gets uncomfortable if you're going to try and stuff it into, you know what I mean? Like, and then you're sitting there and you're trying to work and all of a sudden you're oh God, I
told you to clean the seat when you're done.
I
was serious.
Oh yeah.
Don't leave it. Burn it.
I went to, I looked for a chair at Goodwill, and I found one chair, but it was really broken. Like, I sat in it, and it, like, threw me backwards.
Oh, God.
I was like,
that would have been very entertaining.
Right? Yeah, no. Thanks, though. You won't pay me workman's comp if I get injured.
But I thought it was very interesting. I wish there was some way he can like interact with his whole family. Like he stands behind his family if they go anywhere.
That's just awkward.
I mean, like, could you imagine be like, Dad, let's go play catch? Oh,
yes. You made us play catch, all right? If you pitch.
You took it there, and I'm like, and whoever says that's a very offensive joke.
Joan Rivers made jokes about that shit all the time, and a lot of her.
I watched a little thing about her too.
Did you watch the documentary on Netflix?
No, not yet. But I watched on Hulu. There was like these little clips about her life.
There's like 2 different things I believe on Netflix on Joan Rivers. But one of her jokes is she'd make a crack about Michael Jackson, and she's like, and those kids got like $30 million a piece. And she's like, oh, shut up, grow up. I only wish I had a boy.
That sounds about right.
It's, you know, I mean, it's fucking, yeah. Just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm just going to say, all right, I noticed you have these movies up behind here, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know anything about any of them. However, I do know something about one of them.
See this one.
Which one, The Equalizer?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Box Trolls.
Oh, I do want to see that too.
Do you know why I want to see the Box Trolls?
No, tell me.
Okay, I found this out.
It's coming out this weekend.
Is it? Okay. So.
Oh, let me take this down. I haven't made a little thingy for it yet.
That's okay. So you've seen Labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know the little baby, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? That's Toby Froud. Brian Froud is the artist who basically came up with, when he was working with Jim Henson, he came up with the artwork for the creatures in Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. Those are his creations. I have like 3 of his art books. I love it. He's absolutely amazing. Brian Froud is
I wonder if we can
stunning.
make some costumes for us.
Right? But his son is Toby Froud.
Okay.
And he ended up as the baby in Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got that part.
I actually met him once a few years ago. I met both Brian and Toby Froud a few years ago.
Pictures?
At the Fairy Festival in Sedona.
I didn't know there was a fairy festival.
There was only one, and it moves around. I don't know where it went after that. But I was dressed as an elf. Don't judge me. And I got an autographed copy. It was a big, like coffee table book of the artwork of the Dark Crystal, all autographed. And then my fucking ex at the time like burned all my shit. I was so mad I could never replace it. Never replace it. Anyway, Toby Froud is a few years younger than I am.
Oh,
And
nice.
he actually followed in his father's footsteps and his mother's footsteps. His mother was a puppeteer. And
so
worked
this
on.
movie is like a culmination of them both?
No.
Oh.
He followed in
This story
his
is
parents. Followed in his parents' footsteps, and he's the one that actually designed the Box Trolls. He worked with the animation and the puppets and all that stuff for the Box Trolls. So. Toby Froud, who was the baby in Labyrinth, is basically
now making movies.
He's like the genius behind the Box Trolls.
Interesting.
Yeah, and if you kind of look at the artwork, you can kind of see similarities between that and Brian Froud. Oh, put the man boobs away. But that's why I really want to see.
So that was like a segue.
Thank you.
Segue
Thank you.
into our segment.
Other than that, I don't know what the fuck is the rest of them are. I don't know.
The disappearance. I would just say the name. I don't have like the little write-up like last time.
The disappearance of Eleanor Rigby didn't look too bad. I thought I wanted to see that too, maybe.
I've seen good reviews for this one. Good people.
Good people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that one. I can't keep track of all. There's nothing that's coming out that's like.
Well,
that makes me. But
I got excited because I thought it was on. We subscribed to Hulu. And they had a commercial for the Box Trolls. I got so excited. And then it said 9/26. And I was like, I thought, oh.
Yeah.
Don't you just hate that? You're like, oh, I want to see this.
That's really, really good.
Coming next year.
Right, fuck you.
What?
Yeah, coming in spring 2017. Seriously?
I used to hate that when, like, you get the Disney movies on VHS.
Right.
And it's like,
coming soon.
And you're like, I just watched all those previews, and you're telling me they're coming soon.
Right. Next year sometime, the next 3 years.
And then you waited forever.
I know. I hated that.
The Song is another movie coming out. It's on limited release, so it may not be in your city, but you can look online. The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby, The Box Trolls, seems to be one of our favorites. I think we should just do one. We should do one movie a week that's like our favorite.
Something that
we're anticipating to.
That's gonna be rough. I don't know that there's gonna be one movie a week.
Well, we don't have to do it every week.
Right. I don't know that there's gonna be one movie a week that I'm gonna be like, yay, I want to see
last
this.
week we were just like,
this is shit, and this is shit, and this is shit, and fuck it. Yeah.
The Equalizer.
Does Tim Burton have anything coming out for Halloween?
Not that I'm aware of. But usually when Tim Burton gets quiet, that means something's
coming up. Yeah.
Because when he got quiet for a little bit, then all of a sudden, and we haven't heard or seen Johnny Depp in a while.
This is true. So something's
be
probably
careful.
Something's probably brewing.
They may both be doing this.
Coming in 2016.
Or they may just walk up on Instagram and say, doo-doo-doo,
Right.
coming in 2082.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because we haven't seen anything much of Helena Bonham Carter either, not since like mids.
Mhm.
So I think there's
Those
there's
three, usually when they disappear, it turns out to be something so delicious.
They're working on something that's
delicious.
amazing. God, I hope that's true. I hope.
Anyway,
I hope that's true.
Plastic? I'm not sure what that
I don't know what that is.
I haven't heard of that one.
Speaking of plastic, can I just throw this out there real quick? So, you know the song, the fuck is it? All About That Bass.
Uh-huh.
Okay. First time I heard it, I'm like, okay, this is catchy. Blah, blah. I wasn't really listening to it. And then I watched the video, and I actually listened to the lyrics, and I was like, huh. I actually really like this song.
It's very like, old school tune.
It is very old school, and it's not some fucking booty shaking kind of fucking Nicki Minaj bullshit. It's
body image.
It is body image, and it actually talks about.
I like the guy that's in it.
Yeah, oh, he's fucking fierce. You see him, he's all like,
Oh, we should get him on the show. He's
right?
a YouTube star.
Oh,
or a Vine star, excuse me.
But it's like, I think it's actually really, really cool. The plastic reminded me because she says I'm not going to be a plastic Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's got a very positive message instead of, I'm just saying.
I follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and she says that she never thought that the song would take off. And I find that very surprising because, like, a lot of songs, like new artists that put out songs, like Macklemore put out that thrift store song. He said he had never thought that people would be playing it on the radio. And I thought, well, is that like your main goal, or is it just to release the music?
It might just be just to release it. I wish we had some time. You know Sia?
Uh-huh.
Chandelier? Do you know who she is?
I've never seen her. But I know she's written a lot for Rihanna.
She has been around since like 1997.
Whoa.
She has several albums under her belt. She has written for Beyonce. She has written for Rihanna. She has written for numerous people. She has stacks and stacks and stacks of music that she's like, hey, you like this? Hey, you like this? Hey, you like this? She is absolutely incredible. If you research her, like if you look her up, she's done everything. She has a shit ton of hits. The stupid song, Bulletproof.
Yes.
Okay, that's her.
I know that's her.
That wasn't supposed to be her.
Who was it supposed to be?
Mary J. Blige. David Guetta actually recorded Mary J. Blige, but recorded Sia first as a demo. Scrapped Mary J. Blige.
I wonder what
released
her sounds
it
like.
With Sia without telling her, which she had already retired at this point. She was just writing music. She wasn't performing anymore. When he did that, that threw her back into the limelight. And she just performed on Ellen. She performed with her back to the audience.
She's not wanting people to know what she looks like?
She's like, I don't want to be in the public. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be here. I want to sit back in my fucking apartment and write music for other people.
But she just released a whole album.
Right. Sort of, it was one of these sort of pressure kind of things. She's an amazing...
Come on, Sia.
She is a...
You can do it, Sia.
And,
come on.
Like, Carrie listens to a lot of her stuff, like on Soccer Radio and stuff while we're cleaning. And oddly enough, her very first record label dropped her because she tried to...
Is this from one of those random facts that they say about the artists?
I
have learned a lot on Slacker Radio.
I never listened to Slacker. I listened to Pandora. But anyway,
I don't learn anything from Pandora.
So, her first record label dropped her because she tried to release an album, and they're like, no, we won't let you release this. You're too down tempo. She's like, what the fuck do you mean I'm down tempo? I'm just a fucking artist.
Release this. Show.
Right.
You can't perform.
Right. So they dropped her. Somebody else snatched her up, and they're like, look
at all this money.
Look at Meanwhile, you know, her original record company's like, god damn it. But she writes and records in her home.
Emotionally.
in her home. She doesn't go she has no desire to be really in the public. She just wants to write music.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a fascinating individual.
Wow.
Fascinating individual.
Let's read all these real fast. Tracks is coming out. Jimmy All Is Behind You, a biopic. Is this about Jimi Hendrix?
Could be. Kelly and Cal, Two Night Stand, Skeleton Twins, Leave Me.
Is only being released locally.
Right.
And then
Yes.
Hector and the Search for Happiness. I have not. You know what I like to do? I'm not one of those YouTube people that likes to watch pranks on YouTube.
Mm. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Talking to somebody. But I like to watch previews of movies.
I will watch previews of movies. I will do that as well. Yes.
So that's all for the upcoming movies. Do you have any upcoming events?
One or two.
Lay one of those on the.
So I'm gonna, just in case anybody hasn't caught this yet, and I'm gonna actually post it on Facebook, which I haven't really done yet.
You're gonna announce that?
I will when it gets closer. Not quite yet, but when it gets closer.
I did it like the
day of. Right. Well, anyway, Sunday is the King NCC pageant up at Rainbow Cactus. I don't know how the hell that's gonna work. It's an awful bar for pageants. Yes, well. And I am competing for the first time in almost 5 years. Shut up. Almost 5 years. I've spent the last 3 years mentoring and helping other people win. Essentially, I've been helping other people achieve their pageant dreams. So now I need to see if I can practice what I preach and get out there.
I'm just glad I'm not dressing you.
No, Trey is dressing me. God help him.
I'm glad you figured that out. If you didn't figure that part out, I was thinking, oh my god, if I have to dress.
No. Trey
is eat my head off.
Trey volunteered since he's gonna be in town, so Trey's gonna be sort of my bitch for the day. So
I thought if I had to dress you, you would eat me.
Probably. Actually, I'd burn you with my look at no, it's on this.
No, it's healed.
Bullshit, it's healed. It is not healed.
6 months later.
Not healed.
6 months later.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and sign something, because I'm going to get your signature. I'm going to get your autograph tattooed by my scar. I am scarred for life because of you.
I'll put my tattoo right there. It's fine.
Because of
You're a better person because of it. What movie is that from?
Yeah.
That's horrible. So we've come to the end of the show. We need some more bad selfies.
We do need more bad selfies.
I almost took some yesterday, but I forgot.
We definitely more bad selfies. So I need everybody to take bad selfies.
I will post about it too, because I didn't remind you. I was working so much.
Well, what the fuck? Can you explain to them that we have other priorities and there are things that we need to do?
Just give me thousands of dollars so I can pay Freddy, and I could just sit here all day, and I will even wear makeup all day if you pay me thousands upon thousands of dollars.
And then she'd be able to at least go get my goddamn business cards. Why didn't you have them mailed to me?
I didn't have them mailed at all. They're made right down the street. I just been lazy and not gone get them.
Oh, what the fuck?
You could go get them too. I'll give you the address after.
But because I have time to do shit.
See? See? Get out of here. So we'd like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Movie Bears, of course. They have supplied me with a whole calendar for the next 3 months of movies that are supposedly coming out.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how they know about these movies. I don't know.
They're in the mafia.
Well, there's some cute guys in the mafia.
Part of the mob.
Oh, the mob and the mafia, I was told was different, so you're going to have to explain that to me. I kid. I'm not as dumb as I play.
I had to clear my throat. Bitch, you don't know me. Hey, I have the same pencil sharpener.
Do you? I can't find the cord to it.
Or at least I did.
Can you bring the cord?
Well, no, I think my cats ate it.
Oh,
Actually.
damn.
So.
Who else is our sponsor? Oh, Gabe King Photography. I would like y'all to hit up Gabe King.
Yeah.
Because Gabe King does some good work. And last week I changed my profile picture to the one where my mouth is half open.
I saw that.
I did it just because you said it. And I got 50 likes. I don't really have any pictures where even the boob one was not 50 likes.
Because Gabe makes you look good even with your mouth half open.
Was it this way?
Yeah, that way. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Terrifying.
So hit up Gabe King. He's on Facebook. And he has his own website, GabeKingPhotography.com. We are supported by also whiteytidies.com. You should like them on Facebook because they have sales. They have sales.
Yes, I do their sales all the time.
Yes, they do sales when you least expect it, and you're like, oh, cool, you go buy some underwear, 20% off. And lawtruck.com if you're in trouble of any sort. They pull up to your house and maybe pick up Freddy's business cards along the way.
Right. If anybody calls Law Truck, can you tell them to pick up my fucking business cards?
Because especially if you head to the east side anyway, just tell him, just go ahead, pass Freddy's house, drop off his business cards, and then come to my house. Right. You know, just save me a little bit of trouble. Yeah. Just kidding. We thank y'all for watching. If you subscribe, I always forget where this is. Right here. Subscribe.
Sure.
And then you like it. You go deep.
I like it.
You like it.
Love it.
I thought you weren't a country person.
I tried.
Oh, that's not really country.
That is country. What are you talking about?
That's before Miley was born.
Then yeah.
So thank y'all for watching. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Follow us individually so you can keep track of what we're doing and when
we may be on Elo soon because Facebook's be driven.
Seriously.
Oh, I swear.
What the fuck?
I've already started moving. Did you notice?
I
put logos over here on my page.
I've been saving all of my pictures. I've been getting them off and saving all my pictures. Fuck you, Facebook.
Somebody was like, your pictures are disappearing. I was like, because I'm deleting them by myself.
Yeah.
So they don't disappear by themselves.
Yeah.
I actually got a call from Facebook today as an advertiser. I was like, oh,
that's funny.
You notice that I'm an advertiser, but do you notice me as a person? Right. Oh, Crystal's saying that Sia didn't show her face on Dancing with the Stars.
See, she's saying in the background of the girls that see. She's a very interesting individual. I highly recommend looking her up.
So we all know she has that blonde bob.
Mm-hmm. Which is why she wasn't in her own video for Chandelier.
What was the girl from Dance Moms?
Dance Moms. That was Maddie.
That's interesting. I met them in the airport.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Very patient mothers. Because I was like, can I get a picture with all of you?
Oh my god.
And they had just gotten off the plane from Florida or something.
Jesus,
and then I was
Felicia.
like, can I get a picture?
Felicia.
Who cares if you haven't slept? Close this bitch out.
Have a good night, everybody. We will see you next week.
We might have a special guest if I can figure that out.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I lost it.
Fucking Felicia. God, what are you doing? Can't work under these conditions.
I turned the air on.
Awful. I'm in a Vietnamese sweatshop.
Oh, I can get the sewing machine out.
Making shoes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see everybody next week.